Right, forget Tower Bridge. Imagine that instead in front of the ship is a whopping great ice shelf, because in just over a month's time they're going to plough the bow of this ship through the sea ice around Antarctica and then into the much more permanent continental ice shelf. And that, if you like, is going to form their dock. Then this crane is going to swing into action. It's going to unload everything they need to get across Antarctica during their epic adventure, including 3 of these huge sledges down here and then another 14 much smaller ones. Now the 3 are going to carry the living quarters and the science lab. We'll see that in a minute. The 14 will carry the fuel, and they're going to be dragged along by 2 bulldozers. Now they're stowed safely away in the bottom of the ship at the moment, but we filmed them being loaded aboard a couple of days ago, and they've been specially modified to deal with the extreme cold. Temperatures as low as minus 89 degrees Celsius have been recorded in Antarctica. So these bulldozers are really going to do the superhuman effort of trying to get them across the continent. So this is one of those containers I mentioned that's going to be on the sledges. This one's actually the science lab inside an incredibly complex array of equipment. They're going to be doing experiments to measure the thickness of the ice, for instance, helping to feed into climate change research. They're also going to be looking at the effect of this journey on themselves, both physically and mentally, which could help future space exploration. Here's another couple of the sledges. These are going to be carrying the fuel. All of this is necessary, including the 2 containers which are going to be their living areas, because the Foreign Office requires that they have to be self-sufficient right the way across Antarctica as they travel on their trek. So they've got enough food to last them 365 days, an entire year, and you'll be glad to know they've got a toilet on board. But they tell me they only have 165 toilet rolls, which doesn't really sound enough to me.